हाय फ्रेंड, एमसीक्यू बेस्ड सेरिकल्चर की इस फोर्थ वीडियो में हम डिसीज ऑफ सिल्कवॉर्म एंड प्रोसेसिंग ऑफ कोकून पे एमसीक्यू देखेंगे। साथ में हर ऑप्शन का एक्सप्लेनेशन भी इस वीडियो में दिखा है। See this first MCQ. Jaundice in silkworm larvae is due to the options are bacterial infection, viral infection, third option fungal infection, and protozoan infection. We know all these four pathogens cause disease in silkworm larvae and cause heavy damage in sericulture industry: bacteria, virus, fungi, and protozoa. See, this jaundice is caused in silkworm larvae by Borrelia virus. That's why the correct option is viral infection. And in this viral infection, the silkworm larvae become yellowish in color and it oozes the polyhedral inclusion bodies. Next MCQ, dead larvae hang by hind leg with head downward is the symptoms due to the options are virus, protozoa, bacteria, and uji fly. See this, these are the important characteristics, important symptoms caused by one of the pathogens. It may be virus, protozoa, bacteria, or see this dead larva hang by hind leg with head downward, and this is the symptoms caused by virus. That's why the correct option is virus. And see this picture here, after viral infection, larvae, see this larvae looks like this. Here the head downwards and it hang by its hind leg on object. Next, protozoan disease in silkworm is commonly called as options are pebrine, grasserie, placherie, and muscardine. So this protozoan disease in silkworm is commonly called as correct option is pebrine. Here, after infection, after protozoan infection in silkworm larval body, the black spot काली मिर्च जैसे ब्लैक स्पॉट सिल्कवर्म के बॉडी पे अपीयर होते हैं एंड दिस इज द साइन सिम्टम्स ऑफ दिस प्रोटोजोवन डिसीज पेब्रिन डिसीज. Correct option is pebrine. Then pebrine disease in silkworm is caused by options are Nogema apis, then Nogema bombycis, then Aspergillus flavus and Bacillus thuringiensis. See this Nogema apis, first option is the pathogen of honeybee, so option A is incorrect. Then Nogema bombycis, this Nogema bombycis is a protozoa which causes pebrine disease in silkworm. That's why the correct option is Nogema bombycis. See this last option, Bacillus thuringiensis, this bacteria causes soto disease in silkworm. And see this Aspergillus flavus, this Aspergillus flavus causes brown muscardine. It is a fungi, it causes brown muscardine in. Next, black spot like paper, kali miri jaise black spot like paper in silkworm larvae is the symptoms of disease. Options are placherie, grasserie, pebrine, and muscardine. So we know the protozoan causes pebrine disease in silkworm larvae, and in pebrine disease, the black spot appeared on silkworm body. So correct option is pebrine. Okay, this placherie is the bacterial infection, grasserie is the viral infection, and muscardine is the fungal infection. Next MCQ, common name of disease caused by different type of fungus in silkworm is. Options are muscardine, placherie, grasserie, and pebrine. We know, see this last option pebrine. This pebrine is a protozoan disease, so this is the incorrect option. Then grasserie is the viral disease, placherie is the bacterial disease, so remaining option is muscardine. So here the common name of disease caused by different type of fungus in silkworm is muscardine. Then oily speck stain on silkworm body is sign of. Options are fungal disease, bacterial disease, viral disease, and dermestid beetle. So here, when the silkworm larvae affected, affected by fungi, that time the spores germinate on body and the conidia forms on silkworm body. So this is the oil speck stain we called, and that's why here the correct option is fungal disease. Oil speck stain on silkworm body is a sign of fungal disease. Then causative agent of white muscardine in silkworm is. Options are Aspergillus niger, NPV, nucleopolyhedrosis virus, then Nogema bombycis, then Beauveria bassiana. See this here, the correct option is Beauveria bassiana. This Beauveria bassiana is a fungi which causes white muscardine in silkworm. Then Soto disease, I already explained this. Soto disease is a type of disease in silkworm, bacterial, fungal, viral, and protozoan. So this is the bacterial disease. Bacillus thuringiensis causes the Soto disease in silkworm larvae. Next, control method of disease in silkworm includes first option proper rearing and sterilization of rearing house, rearing equipments. Then second option use of resistance race of silkworm. Then third option destruction of affected larvae and all of the above. In all four type of disease caused by the four pathogens, these are the common methods, control methods: proper rearing and sterilization, then use of resistant race of silkworm, then destruction of affected larvae. That's why here the correct option is D, all of the above. Next, which of the following is a predator of silkworm? Options are dermestid beetles, Dermestis, Coleoptera, order Coleoptera, and family Dermestidae of this dermestid beetle. Then second option is uji fly. The scientific name is Tricholiga bombycis. Then third ants, and fourth all of the above. So this dermestid beetle is a serious predator of silkworm, sericulture industries. Uji fly is also a serious pest of sericulture industry of silkworm. Then ants also crawl and cause damage to sericulture industry. That's why here the correct option is all of the above. Next, which of the following option is indication of UG fly infection in sericulture industry? Options are presence of black score on the parasite silkworm. This UG fly is a parasite of silkworm larvae. Then hole in cocoon. The larvae of this fly enters in cocoon and feeds on pupae. So it make the hole in cocoon. Then third option is parasite's egg on silkworm body. This fly lay eggs on silkworm body. That's why this option is also correct. Here, the indication of fly infection in sericulture industry includes all of the above. Next, control practice of fly infestation by we control the fly by various methods, and here options are trap, then second option dusting of powder, then biological control, and all of the above. So we control this fly by all these options: trap, then dusting of powder, then biological control. So correct option is all of the above. Next, dermestid beetle feed on. This dermestid beetle is a serious predator on silkworm larvae. So here the eggs dermestid beetle feed on. Options are eggs and larvae of silkworm, then eggs, larvae, pupa, and adult, then adult silk moth, then eggs. All these are the developmental stages of silk moth, and this dermestid beetle feeds on affect all four developmental stages. That's why the correct option is B, egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Next, bacterial infection mostly observed on stages of silk moth. Options are larva, then larva and adult silk moth, third option egg, and fourth option pupa. See this, bacterial infection mostly observed on larvae, larval stage of silk moth. Next, denier is a measurement of. Denier is a measurement of, options are weight of silk filament, thickness of silk filament, length of silk filament, and color of silk filament. This denier is a measurement of thickness of silk filament. Next, Randita in sericulture repairs. Options are amount of cocoon required to produce 1 kg silk. Second option, number of silkworm required to form cocoon. Third option, thickness of silk filament. Fourth option, amount of eggs required to produce 1 kg cocoon. Here the correct option is amount of cocoon required to produce 1 kg silk. अगर 1000 cocoons 1 kg silk produce करने के लिए लगते हैं तो रेंडिटा वैल्यू कितनी होगी 1000. ठीक है, that's why here the correct option is A. Rendita means amount of cocoons required to produce 1 kg silk. Next, process of killing the pupa inside the cocoon is called, these are the processing of cocoons. A process of killing the pupa inside the cocoon We kill the pupae inside the cocoon because this Bombyx mori produce intact thread of silk, and if by chance the silk moth emerge from this cocoon, it causes the thread become damaged. Okay, that's why if we want to obtain the intact thread of silk filament, then there is required to kill the pupae inside the cocoon. So this process is called, options are deflossing, sorting, riddling and stippling. Here the correct option is stippling. We heat the cocoon, we steam the cocoon, we sun dry the cocoon and kill the pupae. Next, which of the following is a method of killing pupae inside the cocoon? ककून के अंदर जो प्यूपा है उसको अगर मारना है तो कौन कौन सी मेथड से, यहाँ पे ऑप्शन दिए है सन ड्राइंग, देन स्टीम स्टिपलिंग, देन हॉट एयर कंडीशनिंग। तो इन तीनों मेथड से हम प्यूपा को मार सकते हैं ककून के अंदर के। दैट्स व्हाई हियर द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑल ऑफ द अबव। वी कैन यूज सन ड्राइंग, दिस द सीजनल मेथड्स, स्टीम स्टिपलिंग, हॉट एयर कंडीशनिंग, हर सीजन में हम इस दो मेथड को यूज कर सकते हैं। तो हियर द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑल ऑफ द अबव। नेक्स्ट, unwinding of silk filament from cooked cocoon. आफ्टर कुकिंग ये प्रोसेस होती है अनवाइंडिंग ऑफ सिल्क फिलामेंट फ्रॉम कुक्ड कोकून is called, the options are riddling, reeling, deflosing and cooking. Here the correct option is reeling. We can reel the silk filament by using a various machines. Okay, so this is the unwinding of silk filament from cooked cocoon is called as reeling. See this next, this is here other options. Riddling, riddling is the sorting of cocoon. cocoon को हम separate करते हैं on the basis of its weight. देन डिफ्लोजिंग, ककून के ककून ककून के बाहर जो इंटेंगल्ड मास ऑफ सिल्क है तो उसको रिमूव करते हैं, उसको डिफ्लोजिंग बोलते हैं। एंड कुकिंग इज वी कुक द ककून टू किल द प्यूपे। हियर द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज रीलिंग। नेक्स्ट, removal of entangled mass of silk from cocoon is called as flossing, deflossing, riddling and reeling. To see this, this entangled mass of silk means it is present on the cocoons, above cocoons, loose filament of silk on cocoon. So we remove this by the methods. This method is called as deflossing because flossa means the entangled mass of silk on cocoon. This is called flossa. इसको रिमूव करना है तो इस मेथड को क्या बोलेंगे, डीफ्लोसिंग। तो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज डीफ्लोसिंग। नेक्स्ट, स्केनिंग इन सेरिकल्चर मींस, ऑप्शंस आर कोकून कुकिंग, अनवाइंडिंग ऑफ कोकून, डाइंग ऑफ सिल्क, ट्विस्टिंग ऑफ रॉ सिल्क बाय मशीन। इस सब प्रोसेसिंग ऑफ कोकून की प्रोसेस है। यहाँ पे ऑप्शन दिया है कोकून ऑफ कुकिंग, देन अनवाइंडिंग ऑफ कोकून्स, डाइंग ऑफ सिल्क एंड ट्विस्टिंग ऑफ रॉ सिल्क बाय मशीन। हियर द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ट्विस्टिंग ऑफ रॉ सिल्क बाय मशीन। अदर ऑप्शंस, कुकिंग ऑफ कोकून, हम बिफोर रीलिंग कुकिंग करते हैं कोकून्स की, देन अनवाइंडिंग ऑफ कोकून सिल्क निकालते हैं, डाइंग ऑफ सिल्क इज अ नेक्स्ट मेथड आफ्टर स्किनिंग, डाइंग ऑफ सिल्क इज अ नेक्स्ट मेथड ऑफ आफ्टर स्किनिंग। तो यहाँ पे स्किनिंग का मतलब क्या दिया है, ट्विस्टिंग ऑफ रॉ सिल्क बाय। Next MCQ, which of the following is a defective cocoon? Before marketing, we sort the cocoon, we separate the defective cocoons. तो दिस डिफेक्टिव कोकून कैसे पहचानते हैं, यहाँ पे ऑप्शन दिया है डबल कोकून, फिल्म सी कोकून जिसको हम लूज कोकून भी बोलते हैं, इनसाइड आउटसाइड स्टेन कोकून, अगर कोकून को कुछ कलर आता है आउटसाइड में या इनसाइड में, एंड लास्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑल ऑफ द अबव। तो दिस थ्री, डबल कोकून, film C cocoon या inside outside stain cocoon, all these are the defective cocoons. So here the correct option is all of the above. Next, which of the following is a traditional method of silk reeling? Options are charka reeling, cottage basing, filature and last is none of the above. So see this, charka reeling, cottage basing and filature, all these are the methods of silk reeling. This filature is the machines, this cottage basing is the machine used to reel the silk. Here the traditional method of silk reeling is the charka reeling and the correct option is charka reeling. Next MCQ, process of separating cocoon according to its size in filature unit. See this MCQ, process of separating cocoon according to its size in filature unit is called as, options are reeling, reeling हमें पता है, reeling तो ऑप्शन नहीं रहेगा, then riddling, Then sorting, we separate the cocoon on the basis of its weight, size वगैरह. Then cocoon mixing. यहाँ पे correct option है riddling. Riddling is a process of separating cocoon according to its size in pillager machine. Next, which of the following is an application of silk in biotechnology? This is silk used. The silk has a lot of applications in biotechnology, in biomedical fields. Okay, to see these are the certain applications. First option is for drug delivery, for tissue engineering, in electronics, and all of the above. See this, to deliver the specific biomolecule, we can use this silk. So option 1 is also correct. Then for tissue engineering, this silk used as a silk hydrogel, as a scaffold, as a support in tissue engineering. That's why second option is correct. And in electronics, also this silk is used. So third option is also correct. So here the correct option is all of the above. Next, removal of sericin from silk is called. We know that in silk there are two proteins, fibrin and sericin. Sericin is a gummy protein. So removal of sericin from silk is called gumming, then degumming, third option bleaching, and then dyeing. Here the MCQ is removal of sericin, means the correct option is degumming.